Time for lunch now, so let's head over to the kitchen and say hello for the first time with ABC7 Culinary Director Judi Gallagher. Hi, Judi. How are you?
Well, hi there, Scott. I'm great because I'm making something I love so much, salad. This time of year is when I want to be working with fresh peaches and mangoes, and I have a peach and burrata and tomato salad that I think you're really going to enjoy. But you can certainly substitute, instead of the peaches, use the mangoes. I had the good fortune of trying the Susan Burns from Sarasota Magazine, the editor's choice of her variety of mangoes from her 5 trees, and they were delicious. Well, the Georgia peaches, the Freestones, are running as sweet as those mangoes are. So today, I picked up some peaches at Yoder's Produce Stand, my favorite spot, and I'm going to show you how to quickly blanch them. We're going to peel them. We're going to slice them, do layers with tomatoes, basil from the garden, other herbs you may have in your garden, and then we're going to just compose it together with a little agave and white wine vinegar. So stay with me. It's light and it's fresh, coming up in just a few minutes.
Back to the kitchen now and check in with Judi Gallagher on a delicious salad she's making for us today.
That's right, Scott. So we're making peaches, and I personally am like John Scalzi. I do not like to touch peach fuzz. So I'm going to put my gloves on, and I'm going to drop the peaches in a pot of boiling water just for about 30 seconds, and that's going to help the skin just peel off so much easier. You won't need to use a knife, so it'll be perfect. So we'll let that go for a little bit. And now we're going to talk about burrata cheese. Burrata cheese is the pleasure of fresh mozzarella that still has all that creamy gooiness that's right inside. So it's very soft, very moist, and can get a little runny. So it should be the centerpiece of what you're using it for. So as you can see inside, it almost has like a cottage cheese consistency. That's a great quality burrata cheese. So what I did was I sliced some nice, fresh, large beefsteak tomatoes. I also have some quarter tomatoes, and we're going to use these in just a few minutes. And I have some fresh basil from the garden. I'm fortunate this year. My flower box and earth boxes are still producing, and normally this time of year they don't. With all this heat, it just kind of goes really quickly, but they are thriving, so I have plenty of basil. So try your windowsill in this summer, and as long as you get some of that morning light, it should grow really well. So we have some basil. We're going to start to layer the flavors because we are going to make a little dressing that's going to have a hot component to it. So nice quality olive oil for layer number 1 and a little bit over the burrata cheese. Now what I want to do is I want to take some fresh avocado, which is great on anything. And you'll notice there's a lot of places where tomato toast is starting to be the rage. You've heard of avocado toast. Well, in the morning, I love to have avocados, tomatoes, and peaches just on a plate. And having it with a burrata, it keeps it so it's low carb and gluten-free, which I love. So we're going to give this some avocado. And then when we come back, I'll make up that honey dressing, and we'll drizzle that on top with just a hint of spice. And we'll be ready for a beautiful, bright August salad.
All right, let's get back to Judi in the kitchen with more on a delicious fruit salad today. Judi?
That's right. So we're using fruit and the burrata cheese. We get the protein, and we're making it into just a really fresh, light salad. Now, you can certainly serve this along with like a roast chicken or even sandwiches. This is a meal that I can have for breakfast or lunch any day, and that's all I need. So we're going to take a good quality olive oil, and we're going to do a little agave, or you can do some localized honey. Give that a pinch. We're going to do just a dash of hot sauce in there, and that's going to give it just a little kick. If you don't want to use hot sauce, you can also use a little crushed red pepper, and then a little bit of white balsamic vinegar. Stir that together. Give it a little salt and pepper to taste. Gosh, that is good. Now, if you want to, you can also add a little rice wine vinegar, but I think we've got it just like this. So, you're going to take this dressing, and because it has a teeny bit of hot sauce, it has a nice kick in it. So we're just going to drizzle that over the tomatoes and the burrata cheese and the avocado. I'm going to put some on. I have baby arugula. If you want to just do a bowl salad, you can as well. Then that sea salt with rosemary and dried basil. That'll be a really nice note. Then we're going to take the peaches, and we're going to start to layer the peaches around with the tomatoes. So you're getting, you're getting that acid from the tomatoes, you're getting the sweetness from the peaches, the creaminess from the burrata, and from the avocado. So it's really like a superfood salad too, with so many great components to it. So, and then, like I said, if you want to do some dressing with the arugula, you can. And then I have some of the wedge tomatoes. So we'll put those in there. You can use yellow tomatoes as well, but I like to use the red because it just pops with color, right? So a little more on the salt on those, and a little more dressing. And then just to finish it up, a little balsamic drizzle, and that'll give that a little more of the sweetness right there. And wow, I mean, that's a showstopper. Is that not the perfect summer dish that you're going to bring to book club and share and enjoy? So remember, whether it's peaches or mangoes, marrying them with tomatoes and burrata cheese and some fresh basil, a few other ingredients, and you have the perfect summer dish. I'll be back in just a few minutes for the first taste.
Back in the kitchen, and I just love this dish. First of all, peaches are incredible right
Oh
now.
my gosh, so sweet, right? And fresh.
Absolutely.
So I've married it with tomatoes and honey, a little agave, little balsamic, and some, you gotta use sea salt. Don't be afraid of using some seasoned salt. I have the sea salt with basil and rosemary, and you can find all this on our recipe on mysuncoast.com. Just click on recipes, the videos, and follow our restaurant partners and enter the dining contest.
Can I tell you, I've never had salt on peaches. It's great.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like doing black pepper on papaya or mango.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Check out the recipe. Judy, thanks.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Scott.